All right, what's up there, SEO pros? Welcome back. Basically, right now what we're going to be going over is how to replicate one of these posts that have proven to work really, really well. These skyscraper guides with basically the content upgrades, the Facebook group funnels, and all that kind of thing. So if you're looking to replicate something similar to this, which brings in a lot of Facebook group members, email signups, and organic traffic, then yeah, that's what we're going to cover right now. So I also have Travis with me, who we're teaching. So Travis, you can say hi if you want, man.
How's it going, guys?
Okay, so first things first, what we got to do is go into WordPress. And you can use this with any content management system you'd like, but it's sort of the same outline. We're just going to go to Posts, Add New. And the idea behind this is that White Hat SEO article we ranked for 2017. White SEO. Oh, it still ranks. Cool.
Nice.
And we're just going to go and call it Black Hat. So we'll just go, boom. We'll just pretty much take this sort of similar title and go back over here, call it Black Hat SEO. And since we don't know the number of tips we have yet, we're just going to call this X, right? And we're not going to publish this yet. After we do this, we're going to save it as a draft. So what we're going to need for this is a couple tools. What we're going to want is something called Thrive, which it's pretty easy to set up. What you have to do is just go to thriveleads.com, download their plugin. If you buy it, I buy them in bulk. You can buy like five licenses for like I think $100 or something, which is worth it because then it only goes to about $20 per client, and then I just cover that in the retainer. And then once you have it, you can start setting stuff up like this. So we're just going to sort of copy this text as like just the intro, which will change, of course, once we get, you know, the actual post ready. So we'll just do this, get rid of that, get rid of this, and then we'll just change this to Black Hat. So if you're looking to learn underutilized Black Hat SEO techniques, and then you'll see in this guide, this is what we'll do. And then what we'll do for this, for the Canva image, or sorry, for the image, we'll use Canva. And I always use image dimensions that I'll be able to, we can share on Facebook. So if you look at this, when you share this, is what shows up. Looks good. If you put the wrong image dimensions, you'll just get like a clip of this, and you won't see everything.
Do you run this through TinyPNG, or?
No, because the plugin we have on WordPress automatically compresses these images.
Okay.
If you wanted to do it on Squarespace or something, where the images don't get automatically compressed from a plugin, then you would do that.
Do you know the specific dimensions for?
Yeah, so if you go into the bottom of this post right here, social settings, this is where it shows like what this would look like.
Okay.
And I use a plugin called WPSSO for this, okay. Which we're probably going to want to get for the clients as well. But anyways, you can see right here it says 600 by 315. So when we start the post, I mean, I usually do this after, but you can do this whenever. You just go to Canva, go to more, or sorry, use custom dimensions, 600 by 315. And then from here you can do pretty much whatever you want. Just add text, you know, whatever you want to do. And then once it's done, you just press download, and then you would just put it, you know, replace it with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So we'll just say image placeholder. Okay. And then
I have one more question.
Yeah.
So can you also get pictures not only from Canva but from other places, such as like Pixabay and stuff like that?
Yeah, you can use images from wherever. They have like 1 million images in here, so you can just search it if you wanted to.
Because some you need to buy from Canva, right?
You don't have to, no. I mean, oh, you're saying some of them aren't free, yeah.
Yeah.
So some of them you have to pay like $1, which I usually do that. It's not that big of a deal, but. So after you have your image, you can say in here bonus if you're looking to generate SEO clients, and then this would lead to the funnel, right? Or we can do the redirect like we were talking about before, where we would do the content upgrade, which I'll show you how to set up in a second, and then from there, after they enter their email, it can redirect them to the same funnel, right? Whatever you want to do, it doesn't really matter. Or you could have a different upgrade where it says, you know, get access to the webinar, which would lead to the course, right? Mm-hmm. So whatever you want to do is pretty much limitless. If you're doing a bunch of different funnels as well, you can, promote any of those throughout this post. But the idea is that you're upgrading the post, right? That's why these work so well. If it was just this post without this stuff, you're never going to end up capturing any traffic, which we all know the problem with that. Yeah. We're just doing all this work for pretty much free, right? Cool. So we're in the post. The next part is this content upgrade after we get these basics. So this was all pretty easy. You're just putting text, an image, a link. This green highlight is just a little bit of code you just put into the post. You don't have to do the green highlight. But if you wanted to, it would just be like this little... I don't even see it anymore. And then for the upgrade to get this going over here... Chase is starting to look like Jason Bourne. How can you even see me? My camera's not even on. So for this, which is arguably one of the most important steps, it's pretty easy to set up. We would just go to that plugin I was telling you about after we install. And if you want to know how to install this on WordPress, Travis?
Yeah.
So let's save draft so we know where we're at. And then you would go to plugins. And then when you download the plugin from Thrive, it'll just give you a little download right here. You would press add new. And then you can just drag it. Whoops, sorry. You go to upload. And then you can just drag it right in there. And then you press install.
Okay.
Once it's installed, you'll see it right here. And you can go to the dashboard or the license manager. And then if we log into our account, which is in the spreadsheet, you just add this and then the license key. Activate. And once it's activated, it'll say active. And this is now when we can create the upgrade. So if we go to the dashboard, you can see these are all the different upgrades we have. So this is the sidebar one right here. And you can see it shows that we got 16,000 impressions, 159 conversions or emails, shows the conversion rate. And then you can see the upgrades, which are like the proven SEO tips or the Facebook group have higher conversion rates because people are more interested in that than just like some random sidebar, right? So that's why these content upgrades work, because it's an upgrade. So if we go to add new, and there's two different types. You can add a lead group. This will add a upgrade to every single page, which you don't want, or a short code, where basically you just take this code and put it into a page like this, and now you have it on your page. It's that easy. So we were going to press add new. You can just call it, Facebook upgrade or whatever you want to call it. And we're just covering how to set up a Facebook content upgrade. You can do whatever you want. You can do download checklist. Okay. You could do whatever. And then of course in the autoresponder email, you could send them like, hey, I saw you downloaded the checklist. You might as well also join the Facebook group, right? So create form, Facebook group, sign up. And then you're going to press edit. And now you're at the customizer. So all you have to do for this is choose what you want. We have over here this, which is just basically one of these, just modified. Mm-hmm. So we can choose whatever we want. We'll just choose that one. So there it is. And then we would just change the words. Access the free Facebook group. Over 1,000 members with and say it was for sleep guide or something, with better sleep routines or something. You know what I mean? Because that's why they're joining the Facebook group, right? Exactly. There's a theme. Okay. And then we would put like a bed or somebody sleeping, whatever. And then instead of download, you would just change this to say, join now or something. I don't know. There we go. And you can take out the enter name and just have email, I think.
Okay.
And then once it's done, the only thing you have to do is similar to how you set up ClickFunnels. You just press connect with service, create new connection, and then you would just put in your MailChimp account and then choose the list you want to sync it with. And then, of course, from there in MailChimp, you can set up, what list, and then you can set up an autoresponder that'll send, by the way. And that's what happens if they sign up for my Facebook group. It says, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to me on YouTube, right? So then I hit all three. I get the email, I get a Facebook group sign up, and then I also get a YouTube subscriber if they choose to opt in there.
Mm-hmm.
You could do 4. You could have a
potential sale from the
yeah, and you could, if you wanted to, you could do all 4 and do a redirect to the funnel as well.
Yeah.
So.
And that's what we're gonna do, right?
That's what we should do, yeah. And like I said, you can experiment with different things. You don't just only have to just give away a Facebook group, and you can experiment with different call to actions. That's what's cool about this.
A free product as well.
Right, and that's what's cool about like free ebook,
Yeah.
And that's what's cool about or free webinar. So if we go into the actual dashboard, you can see all the conversion rates. So it's really good for A/B testing because you can see which one converts the best and then just put those into the certain pages, right? So that's pretty much it, man. Create a couple of those per month and some blog posts and SEO them. It's going to be helpful. Now, I'm going to show you the next parts of this. So there's a couple options. Now we can either write the content ourselves, right? Like this. Which all we'd have to do for that is just write it in here. We'd do, like a heading 3. We'd say tip number 1. Use paid links, which I never recommend this, by the way, guys, but I'm just giving an example. And then we would just write, whatever. So for that, we could, either outreach and get tips like that. Or we could write it ourselves, or we could, hire somebody to write this. And like I said, with our situation, we're probably going to want to do mostly outreach to get tips that look like this. Down here.
Yeah.
With links back to their site. Because we don't want to say like, hey, look, this is our knowledge of this subject when we're supposed to be, pretty knowledgeable about the subject and somebody else is writing about this, which may or may not be correct.
Mm-hmm.
So we might end up wasting a lot of money on something that isn't really true, or maybe we don't feel the exact same way about it.
That's true.
Now, if we're doing something for like sleep tips or for like, something that's more opinion based,
Yeah.
then like something like this is more factual, and like this is also very opinion based, but it's more like technical, right?
Yeah.
Sleeping is technical to a certain degree, but we can all pretty much agree if you take melatonin, it'll probably help. Now,
Yeah, that's true.
buying links, on the other hand, can be a completely controversial subject.
Yeah.
So it's another reason why we probably don't want like people who do politics
Exactly.
as clients, right?
Exactly. There should be no biased opinions.
Yeah. So that being said, that's pretty much it. So we have a couple options. So for like Medicare or like any of the other people we're working with, we're just going to pretty much follow that outline. The only thing we really have to do from that point is set up their MailChimp account, set up their Facebook group,
Mm-hmm.
right, where people can join, make sure that there's a theme to the Facebook group. We don't want to just be like, join the Facebook group for some random reason. There has to be some sort of reason they're joining it,
Yeah.
right? And once we have that, then all we have to do is start getting social signals sent to the post. So say this is published, right? Say we did this whole post for a client. All of the upgrades are in there. We got tips. And from that point, we're going to want to share it, right? So I use something called SumoMe. It's a plugin. We pretty much install this on all the sites that we run. And what it does is it just gives you these little share icons. Now, the best part about this is that now that I'm in groups, I have like all these different SEO groups, right, with thousands of people. So if I share this, what ends up happening is I get a lot of different people coming into this from social.
Mm-hmm.
And when they see something like this where it looks legit, the Canva image is nice, and then they get in here, this is a great way to build authority and get more people into our Facebook group. So we're basically siphoning people from those Facebook groups into our Facebook group, right? Because if they're coming in from a Facebook group, chances are they're going to want to join another Facebook group.
Yeah.
And then once we're there, what we can do is we can message them for reviews, start getting reviews, message them for posts or for contributions to our future articles, message them for links, whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much it. Pretty easy, right?
Pretty easy, yeah. Pretty straightforward.
Do you guys have any questions? We got 21 people in the house. He was just Facebook stalking you. The pic in the article you are doing. I don't have a picture in here. What? Hey SEO pros. Jonathan says, does your AMP plugin work for WooCommerce? Just realized my AMP plugin crashed. I probably wouldn't use that for WooCommerce. Probably just use it for like regular blog posts. And honestly, I don't really like AMP. Kind of sucks. I've opted out of the SEO Superstar group because it's mainly Black Hat. Do you geotag all your pictures? Nope. Because Google strips that data now. So yeah, any questions, Travis? Anything that, you know, maybe you didn't get?
No, I think you got everything.
One of the big things also is internally linking, because we want to pass link juice to the other pages.
Of course.
So in here, of course, we're going to link to the other articles that we're, you know, creating, right? So like if we did another recent article for like, I don't know, say we're trying to rank for like iPhone repair SEO, which I think we're ranking #1 worldwide.
We are.
So cool.
That's so awesome.
That's funny too, because look at this. This is both of my businesses.
Wait, what did you just type in?
iPhone repair SEO.
Oh my god.
I know. The reason why this is happening, this is so funny, is because I'm targeting all of North America. So you'll never really see this because nobody does this.
Yeah.
So that's why that happens. If we started ranking for SEO in Santa Barbara, which I used to rank for, but I don't anymore because I'm targeting all of Northern California, or all of the U.S., I think. If this was ranking, see, now that I'm pulling it up, it's like showing like this huge area. So anytime you take over the map and you're targeting a huge area, it'll make all of the other areas like unseeable, which is some like weird bug that Google has.
Oh yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to see these location dots because it would just be like a really long, like huge drawn out map. Okay, so we're gonna go do this for the client now. This is just a quick run through. This is kind of what we use as our templates for our posts. There's of course a lot more that goes into this, like how we do the outreach through Pitchbox and through Facebook and that sort of thing, and then also how we get the content, what we do for SEO, and the keyword research and everything else that we have to do for this. I might be creating a course on this in the near future, so if you guys are interested in that, leave a comment, let me know. And if you haven't liked this video already, please leave a like. It helps me out. And until I see you guys next time, happy SEOing.